What's up, y'all? The real Jimmy Roberts 1 here. Anybody remember these things? We used to have to wear these in the picture show the movies, whenever we wanted to see a 3D movie in 3D. And would you believe that NASA, if you go to their site, any of the images that they present in 3D from the rover Curiosity, they require you to wear these anaglyph glasses. Who's got these things? Only a real nerd would have a pair. Anyway, that's a joke. I mean, the whole thing is a joke. They don't really want you to see anything in 3D, but they do present stereographic matches to nearly all of their images. And we figured out how we can use these to develop 3D stereographic images that you can see with special glasses or without. And it's a special configuration that we have to put together to see them without the glasses, and that's the only thing we're going to talk about today. For those who cannot master this very important technique, we will also present the same images configured differently to use with special glasses. But it is really important that everyone try to master what we're going to show you today. Now, a guy named David Gannett, I want to give special thanks to him. His dad was the guy who basically invented the device that eventually became the ViewMaster. And David taught me how to do what is called cross-view 3D viewing. I think that's what you call it anyway. All I know is it works. Now look, here's the deal. It's very important that you learn to do this, that you see things in 3D that we're going to present, because pareidolia runs rampant in 2D images. And it's also really easy to hide things in 2D images. You know, that's your height and your width. Once you add that third dimension, which is depth, changes everything. Now, there's been many times when I thought I saw this in an image until I looked at it in 3D and I realized, okay, it's not this at all. It's actually that. But that is something, and it's not a rock. Well, it just so happens that most of the images sent back from the rover Curiosity have a matching stereoscopic mate. You know, you've got to have a left and a right perspective to see true 3D. Right now, when we're looking at 2D images, we're having to rely on shading, you know, shadows and so forth. Man, this is so much better. This is how we know, well, it's one of the reasons that we know that they're lying about this stuff, that there's a lot more distance going on out there than what a lot of people are claiming, and that this stuff is absolutely real. Now, this cross-view 3D viewing is the best way to do it. It is the clearest. When you view the configuration set up for the glasses, it works, but it's not as clear. You learn to do this, and you will be so happy. I promise you. I don't want you to give up too quickly. A lot of people, and the reason I'm saying this is because it's a little strange. You have to cross your eyes. But let me tell you something. Just slightly, you know, just like, I don't want you. People are going to look at you funny when you do this, okay? Don't do it with people in the room that don't know what you're doing. My wife looks at me funny. And not just for that. Don't give up on this too quickly. Some people just say, oh, I can't do it. They give up. Some people, it doesn't take them very long. Some people longer. Some people say it gives them a headache. You know, using 3D glasses gives a lot of people headaches because you're actually changing your focus. So this is very important. Okay, I want you to follow these instructions. Try to do this. Go through the steps. Practice it like we suggest. Okay, it's important that you do not cross your eyes until we tell you. What we're about to show you is a simulation of how this should look when done properly. Now watch this. Okay, did you notice how 2 images became 4 for a second and then became 3? Now please observe that as we do it again. And the 2 images will lock together in the middle. They will lock together. That is what will be in 3D when you do this for real, not now. And yes, it's a little strange you wind up with 3 images, but the 2 on the outside, just ignore them. The most common mistake people make is doing this too quickly, thus overshooting in the middle and having trouble correcting. So keep it under control. Notice the speed of this. One more time. Now I want you to try this for real, replicating what you just saw, locking them together. Go slow, keep it under control. Stop this video and do this until you can get it right before you move on to the next one. Okay, same thing here. There's just a little bit more involved. So my suggestion is to select a letter from each side that matches, such as the A or the B, and bring them together, concentrating on locking them together. Okay, this is my wife, Missy, and what you need to do is bring her together slowly, and when you lock her together in the middle, you will see just how beautiful the Azorian island of Terceira is. So this is actually the first Rover Curiosity image that I ever turned into a stereoscopic 3D image. Now, I suggest taking that large object that's coming out of the ground. I don't care if it's a boulder or a rock or whatever, but you see it. You always want to take something from each side that you can see easily and bring them together. I suggest taking that object and bringing it together in the middle, locking it in, and then you're going to really see something cool. If you can make this one work, then you're good to go. Now, there is another method, actually the method I used originally, and it involves using your index finger, moving it away from your eyes and keeping a focus on it. And I'm going to give you that link to where you can find that on What's Up in the Sky. David Gannett and his buddies over there. David's got a lot of really nice stereoscopic 3D images there that you can view, and you can look at that method. It may work better for you. Regardless, we will see you soon, and make sure you learn to do this, because in upcoming episodes we are going to always try to include at least a few stereoscopic 3D images, and I'm telling you, they get really, really good. See you soon, folks.